bottom of that Summit League standings.
Tassos Kamateros and Michael Henn jumping up, and we are underway. Boogie Anderson getting his second straight start at the point guard spot tonight for South Dakota. After playing very well the other night,
yes.
Career high 14 points on 7 of 10 shooting in that win over North Dakota. Dragged the foot there though and traveled with it. Turnover on the opening possession for the Coyotes.
And it's Xavier Fuller who's not in the starting lineup for South Dakota, and it looks like he's probably going to be unavailable here again tonight. In
street clothes again as we look at the starting lineup, brought to you by Dakota Bank for Denver. And a lot of new faces all over this lineup. 9 brand new players to this program in the first year under Jeff Wilbrand.
Yeah, he had to do a complete reset when it came to the roster. And this team is still, I think, trying to find its way a little bit at times, especially on that offensive end.
Good look there for Kamateros, a little long, but Goodrick steals it. Gives off to Archambault for 3, and the Coyotes are on the board first.
Now, those are the kind of things that Denver cannot afford to let happen in this game if they want to try to get a road wins. Don't corral the D-board and you give up an easy 3-point look.
So here is Henn, the graduate transfer. Turnaround, scores to get Denver on the board. Michael Henn and KJ Hunt, 2 of the guys on the starting lineup for this Denver team, are at their 4th stops in their collegiate careers.
Yeah, well traveled, and some of that's what the transfer portal's brought now to the game of basketball, and the NCAA allowing the transfers with COVID going on right now too.
Hunter Goodrick can't get the finish inside, and the rebound tapped out, controlled by KJ Hunt. Spent last year at Morehead State in Kentucky. Got to play in the NCAA tournament. He drives in, heads to the free throw line here. But Hunt was an Ohio Valley regular season and tournament champion last year at Morehead State. And the kind of guy, talking to him and Coach Wilbrand in the preseason, that exactly what they were looking for as they put this thing together this year. A guy with a lot of great experience, good head on his shoulders, and a guy you could really build around.
I like the way they ended up putting this roster together. Coach Wilbrand brought in a couple of transfers that are very experienced players, and then he's mixing in some really good young talent around him, Jay, and around these guys. So you're building for the future, but you also know, hey, you got to make some headway this year too.
Hunt, leading scorer on this Denver team, just under 16 points per game. That's dropped off just a little bit in Summit League play, although he's still around 15. And he gets both free throws there to put the Piles in front for the first time in this one, 4-3. Little trap there midcourt for Boogie Anderson. Passes his way out. Archambault can't get it, but the putback there for Hunter Goodrick, who's coming off a career-high 18 rebounds in the win Monday night against North Dakota. Gets an offensive board here and a putback.
Well, we're already seeing one of the things that Denver has struggled with this year, and that's the glass. They've given up 2 offensive boards in this game, and they've led to USD's points.
They get a foul away from the basketball here, called against South Dakota, goes against Tassos Kamateros. And that's his second, so a big one early for Tassos Kamateros, who has had his struggles staying on the floor this year.
And that's an area where, quite frankly, South Dakota kind of struggles in the depth department at times, and so they're going to go with the smaller lineup, putting Hayes in there for Kamateros.
And Goodrick probably slides to the 5 here, although Hayes is manned up on Henn. And in scoring there is Tristan Green, who got some good minutes in the loss to North Dakota State the other night. Had season-high points and rebounds, 8 and 4. And the loss to the Bison, and out there early tonight. Guy came in averaging under 7 minutes per game. Damani Hayes, right spot, right time. And he lays it up and in.
Now he'll go down as a missed shot and another offensive board because of the block shot. And Jay, all of USD's 7 points have come off of the offensive glass so far.
Hunt guarded here by Anderson. Kicks it out. Here's Jordan Johnson, the junior college All-American, first in the history of the Denver program right here. Johnson, second on the team in scoring. He's going to get a turnover here. Feet got tangled there and hit the deck.
Yeah, it's a tough break here for Johnson, who's a really good guard there, but I think he did lose his footing seeing that replay. I don't think there was any contact with Archambault that caused that, so good call there by the officials. can see USD loving to spread the floor. That's their offensive game plan. Force the other team to have to come out and guard them in space, and that's what leads to those three-point looks like that one right there.
Oh, three-pointer for Cruz, Pero Hunt. Coyotes have struggled from the perimeter this year, Brad. Last in the conference in league play at 25% coming into tonight, but they've already got a couple on the board here. Nice find from Green as he dishes it off to Hen for the easy lay-in. At that, but Wolpern is a guy who's been around a long time. For the last 5 years, associate head coach at Stanford. Previous stops as an assistant at Cal, Illinois State, UAB, where he took all three of those, or had a hand in taking all three of those programs to the NCAA tournament. So this guy's got some great experience. Late shot clock here, deep three for Archambault, and another offensive rebound for South Dakota, Hunter Goodrick. Boogie Anderson rises up, shot off the mark, and tied up there on the rebound, KJ Hunt. And Damani Hayes, that foul will go against Hayes. It'll be the third team foul for South Dakota, first on Hayes.
There you see the foul here, and Hayes is getting too aggressive, trying to be involved there. But South Dakota has done a great job getting on the glass, and that's something that Denver's got to get fixed here if they're going to have a chance tonight. Nice to screen and roll, easy game there. Miscommunication, and that's where you see where South Dakota maybe is playing a little bit of a different lineup, Jay, than they'd like to right now, with Cometeros on the bench picking up those fouls early on. He's got 2 of them.
6 points already for Hen. Anderson dishes off. Hayes got it back. Another old board. His shot, though, is swatted by Tristan Green this time. It will stay with South Dakota, 18 to shoot. Good minutes off the bench there for Tristan Green.
Well, South Dakota wants to get the ball inside to start possessions. If they can, they'll look to score in there if Denver doesn't bring the help. This is a USD team, though. You look at their scoring. They get boasted from the perimeter, but it usually starts with a paint touch if they can get one.
Pero Hunt can't get it inside. Another miss there for South Dakota. USD's been scoreless for about 2 minutes now.
You watch this team, Denver, offensively, Jay. They love to empty the post. They'll get the post involved a lot with the handoff game. You see it right there.
Coben Porter, really talented young freshman, comes from a impressive family basketball legacy. His brothers in the NBA, Michael Porter Jr. and Jonte Porter, played for Denver and Memphis respectively. Back comes Pero Hunt, soft kiss off the window for 2.
Well, Pero Hunt has just been a really steady player for USD this year, and a big-time scorer when his teams really needed buckets. Able to go get one there himself.
He has certainly helped fill that leading scorer role at different times. Not necessarily every single night, but certainly has shown to be one of the guys that's capable of. And he's about 1.5 steals per game as well. So getting it done on both ends of the floor here. Jordanson knocked down a pair. We're tied at 12.
I think it's a lot like you see with a lot of junior college players, Jay. It takes them a little while to get used to the Division I level. And Johnson's got a handful of games under his belt now, and he's looking more and more comfortable out there.
Pero Hunt left it a little short. Offensive board, Zizic. Goodrick chases it down, and another opportunity. Hustles back underneath, and now.
Well, our official stats right now only have USD for 4 offensive rebounds. I got them for 2 more than that in my tally, but the glass. And there's another one off of a free throw. Denver has got to do a better job rebounding in this game.
What a take there from Pero Hunt, too. He saw it was wide open, Brad. He just hit the accelerator and laid it in uncontested. But you're right, second chance points have been a huge theme of this first half for USD offensively. Taylor Gatlin, one of the few holdovers on this roster. He's number 4. He's out there right now for the Pioneers. Hunt drops it off. That was Toko Dynamo.
And that's what USD wants. If they can get Hunt to give the ball up, their leading scorer, and let someone else take that shot, late shot clock, that's a win for the Yotes.
Shambo's 3 off the mark. USD 2 of 6 from outside to start this game now. Here's board.
To compare that against Denver only has 5 defensive boards. So USD out rebounding Denver on their end of the floor. So great job by South Dakota really pursuing those balls there and getting themselves second chance points.
Dynamo trying to back it down on Zizic. Traveled.
Oh, they're gonna call a foul there.
Wow, looked like the contact was initiated by the offensive player here, Brad.
Totally. I agreed.
Yeah, he's feet tank.
Yeah, those are tough calls that go against you as a post defender. Now there's a fine line there. You got to be physical inside to hold your ground.
And a foul on the rebound. We should point out that right now out on the floor, for the first time in his collegiate career, Keaton Kuchar, the freshman from Mount Vernon, Iowa, they've pulled his red shirt. This is the first game action he has seen.
Yeah, some tough decisions that Todd Lee's had to make right now with this program, just because some of the things they've been through and battling COVID with their team. And we've already mentioned Xavier Fuller again, not available tonight.
And they go inside. Zizic, nice left-handed finish off the window as he worked on Dynamo there. A couple of guys from overseas going head-to-head, and Zizic and Dynamo. And Kuchar picks up his first. That will be the 7th team foul already on South Dakota with 11:13 to play in the first half. So Denver's going to be shooting free throws for the rest of this opening frame.
Yeah, that could be good. That could be bad if you're Denver. I mean, you want to get to the foul line, but this is a Denver squad that on the year, they've really struggled from the line. They shoot below 70% as a team. They're near the bottom of the Summit League in that category.
Tevin Smith hit the front end to earn the bonus. Freshman out of Danville, Illinois. This young man, the highest rated high school recruit in the program's history. He was the #2 small forward, #8 overall prospect out of the state of Illinois. That according to 247 Sports. 3-star recruit. And he's been transitioning well to the college life. Almost 13 points per game in conference play.
Jeff Wilburn, a lot of connections to the state of Illinois and really landed a great young recruit and getting Smith onto his team.
Missed the second free throw there. Coyotes won the scramble for the loose ball. And an interesting lineup out here right now for Todd Lee, given the situation he's in with fouls. Eric Oliver, left-handed jump shot is good. It's got Goodrick, Zizic, Oliver, Kuchar, and Perro Hunt out there. It's not a lineup you would have predicted earlier in the season.
No, and probably not one that's practiced a lot of minutes together either. I tell you, that's really good for USD, though, to see Oliver knock in that shot. He's kind of struggled here of late. I think even with his confidence, big when you can hit that first one.
And try to drop it off to Tristan Green, who lost the handle. Ball taken away by Hunter Goodrick. Perro Hunt on the drive, plus the foul. Perro Hunt off to a great start. He's got 9 points pending the free throw.
Just a terrific finish. Good body control here. You look back to last year with the team at USD and Perro Hunt, there wasn't a lot of scoring that was really asked of him. I mean, you had Stanley Amude, you had AJ Plitzelwhite. Those two guys really could fill it up. But you're seeing now this season, I mean, Perro Hunt's a very skilled player that can really score it when his team needs it. And he's off to a great start. He's got 9 here tonight.
Out of Auckland, New Zealand, has really come a long way. You've seen his offensive game just in general develop over the last couple of years. Of course, got the 3-year last year. And a moving screen whistled there against Michael Henn. That'll be his first.
And Denver's prone to picking up a few of those kind of fouls because they ask their bigs to come out and ball screen a lot, hand off a lot. And you're more prone to picking up a few of those moving ones.
Coyotes' largest lead of the night right now at 9 points. And they've got the basketball back. Perro Hunt still on attack. Got it again, plus the foul. Boy, he's having some kind of half.
He is a man on a mission right now. I mean, they tried to set the ball screen for him. He didn't even really end up using it, but I tell you, his body control is amazing as far as absorbing some contact and then keeping his balance enough to get a good shot at the rim.
So Perro Hunt up to 12 points already. Nobody else for USD has more than 3. Make it 13 for him.
He's been averaging 15 a game over his last 5 and playing his best basketball of the season for sure here once they've gotten into Summit League play.
Good time for it. KJ Hunt cut off there, almost taken away by Oliver. Dangerous pass there from Hunt. He's got it back now. Pulls up left-hander. And another rebound for Hunter Goodrick. He is following up Monday night's effort with another big performance on the glass. 5 rebounds already, 3 of those on the offensive end. And they go back to the big man, Zizic inside.
Now this is a 10-0 run right now for USD over about the last 2 minutes to really break this thing open.
Nikola Zizic averages about 9 minutes per game. Brad, probably going to see a little more than that given the foul situation USD is in here so far tonight. But he's been efficient with the basketball in his hands, shooting 70% on the year. A couple makes already tonight. Johnson pulls up, tough shot there. Another board for Goodrick.
Yeah, that's where you're seeing this game tip now, is that Denver's shots on their end are heavily contested.
Goodrick cut off inside. Perro Hunt. Oh my, the C's just parted them 19-3 in the last 6 minutes and 35 seconds. They've scored 12 straight over the last 2:47. And the man you just saw there getting a little break, a well-earned break, Cruz Perro Hunt doing a lot of the damage for this Coyote team. Taylor Gatlin spots up for 3, and that gets Denver off the schneid a bit.
And finally some good ball movement for the Pioneers there, and they get a clean look as a result. That was why Jeff Wolbert had to call that timeout. He had to get his team back on track offensively. Now they're going to switch to zone defense on top of that.
Boogie Anderson back out there now for South Dakota. In place of Perro Hunt, Eric Oliver. 3 comes up short. Zizic hits the deck. Johnson alone in the front court. Back-to-back triples now for Denver. And a nice answer for the Pioneers out of the year before that one. And he gets the second. Now Denver keeps the basketball.
Now that's what it looks like. The officials are not sure on that. They're conferencing too. I don't think it should be Denver's ball. I don't know. This is so strange because you're administering a foul that occurred after another possession already happened. And so that's, I think, what they're explaining to Todd Lee is they have to administer it at the point of when they called it, essentially, and that's what they're doing. I mean, what an opportunity here.
Yeah, no kidding. Hunt. Denver keeps it alive. A second chance here with Jordan Johnson. It was an interesting sequence there. Hunt rises up, 15-footer, no good, pulled in by Zizic.
That's a good look that Hunt is going to make a lot more than he misses. That pull-up game is his specialty.
Perro Hunt left alone. Another offensive board, though. Second chance here for Oliver, and he got it.
That is Eric Oliver's first made 3 in Summit League play, Jay. He had been 0 for 11 in the 4 games leading up to this. So you could tell the expression in his body language. He's very relieved to see that one go down.
Give South Dakota 8 offensive rebounds now. They've got him credited for 8 second chance points. We think that number is a little low. Actually should be higher.
Oh, it's much higher than that. The glass, and that needs to continue to be something here. If Denver's going to play zone, South Dakota can continue to crash.
And now Zizic picks up a foul on the rebound, and that's going to be his third now. All kinds of foul issues in this first half for USD. Cometeros has had to spend most of it on the bench with 2 early ones. Now Zizic heads that way with 3. Archambault has 2 as well. And remember, this is a team that's working with a short bench. They don't have a lot of available bodies.
Yeah, they have 10 players dressed tonight. They've played 9 so far, but 3 of them over there now in significant foul trouble.
Well, Hen, though, misses the front end, and Goodrick the board and fouled by Tynamo. So that's 6-team foul on Denver. So Kyle from the next whistle on will be shooting. Pioneers have been in the bonus since the 11-13 mark of the first half.
Denver stays in this zone here. They've got to start moving and flying around a little bit better than they have so far. USD's gotten great looks against this so far.
Oh, fortunate there as Anderson mishandled the pass. It went right to Goodrick, who just reaches up and lays it in.
What do they sometimes better be lucky than good?
I was thinking the exact same thing. Here's Hunt.
Yeah, USD switching that handoff. Just allowing USD's bigs to try to come out and guard that. And
Good news there as Peril Hunt able to make his way back to his feet. Seems to be no worse for the wear. At least he didn't as he headed back down the floor. Out with a 12-point lead as Hunter Goodrick goes to work. On Tynamo, had a shot blocked, got it back. He'll stick with it, lays it in.
And right now Denver electing to not bring any help on the post. And Goodrick allowing, or basically being allowed to take several dribbles in there. And when you can let a post do that, they're going to be pretty effective scoring.
South Dakota weathered that little run by Denver out of their timeout, and now has its largest lead of this first half at 36-22. Johnson trying to use that quickness to get by Boogie Anderson, but it didn't work out. Pulls up for 3 now, and he gets it. That was pretty much a one-on-one show between Johnson and Anderson.
Yeah. USD is going to be fine. If those are the threes that Denver's going to be forced to take, they're going to miss a lot more of those than they're going to make.
And a foul whistled against Hunt. Will be his first, team 7th, and that will put Boogie Anderson at the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Now, Boogie Anderson, who got his first start in their last game here on Monday for USD, and it's the start again tonight. A guy, Jay, that's not really been a big scorer at all in his career here, but at 14 up at North Dakota, that was huge for USD getting that win up there.
Anderson ties to the Denver area as Mike played running back for the Denver Broncos. Part of an 8-year NFL career, also spent time with the Baltimore Ravens. Well, Boogie gets 1 of 2 this time. 37-25 your score. Johnson from the same spot got it again. Jordan Johnson, 35% from the arc on the season. Back-to-back triples now for Denver, and the Pioneers are back within 9.
Yeah, Johnson is 3 for 3 from the three-point line.
D'ing up on Eric Oliver. Tough turnaround for Eric Oliver.
That's the thing with the South Dakota guards. I mean, they can get downhill. They can use some physicality when they get in the lane. We've seen Peril Hunt score around the rim a lot tonight as well.
Kyle Bench wanted to travel there on Tristan Green, didn't get it. Here's Green now with it. And this 9-28 with 3:18 play first half. Coyotes have led by as many as 14 in this opening frame.
Well, USD is shooting over 50%. and they have 9 offensive rebounds. I mean, that's a tough combination to do. That just shows you, I mean, they have been very efficient getting those offensive boards and then making good on that and getting points off of them.
Oliver off the mark there, and a foul on the rebound. Goes against Damani Hayes.
And that's one of those, I mean, yes, South Dakota's been aggressive on the old glass, but Damani Hayes has picked up, in my mind, 2 really unnecessary fouls, trying to go after offensive boards he didn't have a chance at.
You've got the 3 big guys with a combined 7 fouls. Cometeros 2, Hayes 2, and Zizic 3. Bestie.
Yeah, the good news is Hunter Goodrick's been able to stay out there. He has not picked up a foul in this game.
And that's part of his value, is his ability to slide into that 5 spot when they want to go a little bit smaller. We saw that the season opener against Air Force did that and was very effective. Yep. And certainly tonight has logged some time at that spot as well. But the free throw struggles, you know, Denver's had a lot of opportunities at the line in this first half, Brad. They got into the bonus with over 11 minutes to go, and still the lead sits at 11, make it 13.
To your point, Denver's 6 of 11 from the line. They've missed 2 front ends of one-on-ones as a part of that.
Boogie Anderson just hit his first field goal of the night. And here's Michael Henn, try to dump it over the top. Didn't get enough on it. Was looking for Dynamo.
That was really well defended by Goodrick.
Hayes up and under, can't get it to go, and a foul is whistled here on the rebound. And that's Goodrick's first. Boy, that would have been some finish there from Hayes. And you see the shove in the back for Goodrick. He wanted that 9th rebound bad.
Well, there was a point in the game where Goodrick was out rebounding the Denver team, and the Denver's got to capitalize here. I mean, this is going to be free throws 12 and 13 in the first half here.
It's the first this time, and the good news for Denver is they're the double bonus now, so they at least get 2 no matter what, as Gatlin checks back in, replacing Coben.
Another reason that South has is they've been able to keep this guy at the line kind of check. Hunt has now only got 6 points here.
2 free throws there. 41-30. Boogie Anderson, nice little crossover, left it short. Got it back, tries again, sticks in the back of the iron.
That's really hard to do when you shoot the ball straight at the basket. I mean, he was head on, like he was in the middle of the floor, and it still found a way to wedge in there.
2 minutes to play. Tap. Denver chance to get it within single digits here. Coyotes really took control of this game after the 15-minute mark of the first half. Nice driving lay in there for Hunt. Second field /tickets. More details. Out of the timeout, Cruz, Perro, Hunt, and the Coyotes trying to stretch that lead back out a little bit here. Coyotes one of their last 5 from the field. And here's Boogie Anderson looking to attack. Goodrick stuck with it, and he's fouled underneath. And that will go against Peyton Moore, his second. So Goodrick back to the free throw line. And it will be 2 shots here. 8th team foul on Denver.
Hunter Goodrick's play in this game has been really important. He has not come off the floor in the first half, and that's been huge because we've already chronicled his teammates. Most of them are sitting over there on the bench in foul trouble, especially his fellow post players. And he's off to another great start rebounding the ball, as we would expect. Already 8 rebounds in this game in the first half.
On the end of the floor, he gets 1 of 2 for the second trip to the line. And the lead is 10. So we approach 1 minute to play first half. I have to give the Coyotes some credit, given their foul situation, being able to weather the storm as well as they have. Certain guys have certainly picked up the slack. Cruz Perro Hunt has had a opening 20 minutes with 15 points and a double dribble here against Coben Porter. That's the 8th turnover for Denver.
Yeah, compared to 2 for USC. So, I mean, you look at the extra possession South Dakota's got in this game. This is why they're ahead. 6 on the turnover margin. The offensive glass as well, where they've got 10 of them.
Goodrick goes to work on head inside. Coyotes have dominated the paint, and they add to the total there. USD outscoring Denver 28-12 in the lane so far tonight. More than made up for the fact that they're 3 of 10 from outside. Hunt, a little shake and bake there, rises up and knocks it down. A little hush toward the Coyote bench.
Well, Hunt can really get it going. He's a very streaky scorer, and that's his game there. He loves that pull-up J.
Anderson kicks it out. Oliver drives in, floats it up. Hayes got it back. Offensive rebound.
Pace they've been at. That's what Denver's going to need if they're going to overcome this 10-point deficit.
Meanwhile, if you're South Dakota, you're just looking to keep some guys on the floor here, particularly at the post spot. Comateros trying to make an immediate impact out of the break there. Tassos was limited to just 2 minutes, 12 seconds of action in that first half before picking up his second foul.
And that's the hard part. I mean, he's really been sitting there for probably, what, 40, 45 minutes of actual time without playing.
Mason Archambault fared a little bit better. He played 8 minutes in the first half before picking up his second. Toko Tanamo with a triple. Start the scoring here in the second half. That's one thing that helped keep this game reachable for them. They were 4 of 7 from outside in the first half. Hit their first out of the locker room here.
And a team that only makes about 6 3-pointers a game. Doing a little better than that on average right now.
Archambault is fouled by Johnson. 2 free throws coming up for him.
And South Dakota does an excellent job of this, and that's finding mismatches in the posts with their guards. A lot of times you'd say, okay, well, you got some guards that are only maybe 6'2", 6'3". Do you really want to look to post them? Todd Lee's not afraid to do that. If he feels like they've got a matchup down there that'll work, that time they really took Jordan Johnson, who's just a smaller player, down low, and Archambault gets to the line.
Archambault's one of the best in the Summit League at the free throw line. Came in 91%, hits both this time.
Yeah, he's actually 11th in the country right now at free throw percentage with that number. Another reason why you want to get him in that low post.
Hunt tried to drop it off to Tynamo, and he couldn't handle it, so it goes down as a turnover, the 9th of the night for Denver.
Well, and that's the sign of a younger team and a team that's still trying to learn to play together a little bit. We talked about this roster completely overhauled from last season when Jeff Wolburn came in as head coach here.
Anderson rises up and left that short. It looked like he second-guessed himself in the middle of that.
I think he's done that a couple times here tonight. He wasn't doing that on Monday at North Dakota. He plays a lot more confidence.
And a foul whistled here against Hunter Goodrick. That's his second. Todd Lee's not a fan. Johnson even have possession of the ball.
Boy, I don't know if that.
The contact was made. It sure looked like that ball was headed out of bounds.
Yeah. Sometimes you're just kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time. I suppose the good news if you're USD, it wasn't Comateros picking up his third.
And Tevin Smith knocks down the jumper, but a quiet night for the freshman. That's his first field goal. Guy came in double figures 8 times on the year, 4 of them in Summit League play, but just 1 bucket to speak of so far. Comateros off the mark from 3. Kyle said that lead. That leads down to 7 here. Denver a chance to take another bite out of it here with KJ Hunt. And now Johnson and Archambault come together hard. That's what you call a tough luck foul there. You got 2 guys just hustling for the basketball, and Archambault, efforts to be questioned. He plays with a certain kind of tenacity. Sometimes it leads to some hard knocks, like what he just saw there.
Well,
that was his third foul, by the way.
I was going to say, the key is that he's got to be careful here, not picking up a fourth, because this is a South Dakota team right now. Again, we talked about they've only got 10 players dressed tonight, Jay, so they've played 9.
And Johnson lost the handle, kicks it out of bounds, and that'll be the 10th turnover now.
One of those 10 turnovers, really a great majority of them self-inflicted there by Denver, and that's the things that can come back to haunt you in a close game.
Quick double coming over here for Goodrick.
That's something that Denver did not show in the first half.
Giovanni Bickham is out there, number 42. First time we've seen him tonight. As Wilburn reaches a little deeper into his bench. Perro Hunt, three-pointer swatted away by Smith. At the shot clock buzzer, and it's no good. Did not get it off in time.
Thought that was the right call watching it live. Take one more look at it here. And this was great defensive scramble by Denver. One of their best possessions of the game. Looked like clock 0 there.
Can Denver take advantage of that on this end? Johnson has 4 threes tonight.
He has not missed from the three-point line, and the three-point shot, which it's something South Dakota has really struggled guarding. They're bottom 10 in the country, Jay, when it comes to defensive three-point percentage, and Denver's really made them pay.
Good response there on the offensive end. Perro Hunt curled around. Nice find from Archambault.
And they talk about the three-point shot. It can be a great equalizer. It can help you cover up a lot of mistakes that you've made, and Denver's really, quite frankly, doing that here right now with how well they've shot it.
South Dakota led by as many as 16 points in that first half. And a blocking foul whistled here against Perro Hunt. That is his first.
Now, this was good scouting report because KJ Hunt really loves to go to his left hand, and they forced him right that time. But Perro Hunt just a little late there.
Denver 8 of 13 at the stripe so far tonight. Hunt gets this one to go.
Now, what a pickup, though, for Denver and for Jeff Wilburn to get KJ to come in. Well-traveled, been on a lot of schools. Very experienced player, though, but that's what this Denver squad needed. They needed some veteran leadership, and Hunt's giving it to them.
And again, Pioneers have the lead down to 4 here. Anderson trying to shake off Hunt.
What was at one time a 16-point lead for USD in the first half. This thing's all the way down to 4 now. Nice defense there and almost came up with the steal.
Perro Hunt can't connect, and the three-point line defensively has been a big key to Denver when they've been most successful this season, Brad. In their 6 wins, they've held their opponents under 28% from the three-point line. The Coyotes now 3 of 13 on the night after that miss from Perro Hunt. Johnson, that was a heat check. He had his first 4 and then missed there. Archambault shakes the defender, tries to bank it in, won't go. And Johnson corrals the rebound.
Now, this is a real opportunity right now for Denver to get back in this thing and make this a tight affair. They've already trimmed 6 off the halftime deficit.
Evan Smith working on Boogie Anderson, tried to draw the foul.
Jay, I think on this end, too, South Dakota needs to just get back to getting some paint touches. I mean, you think about the first half, they were dominant in the paint, and they kind of gotten away from that here to start this second half.
Outscored the Pioneers 28-12 in the paint over the first 20 minutes. That foul will be on Bickham, his first. 3rd team foul, both sides with 3. to start the second half. So Boogie Anderson will inbound, 20 on the shot clock.
This guy right there with the ball. Cometeros really not able to get going at all offensively. Good little handoff there, though.
It's kind of a tough one-handed, awkward-looking jumper for Anderson off that handoff, but it counts. He's 2 for 6 from the field, 5 points. Gatlin steps back, connects for 3. Denver still warm from outside. 7 triples.
Yep. Going under that ball screen, and Denver makes them pay. That's really good recognition there.
Gatlin, as we said, one of the few holdovers on this roster, has hit a couple of 3s tonight. Harold Hunt fouled, almost got it to go. But he will head back to the free throw line.
This is where Harold Hunt has done some of his damage tonight, and that's, again, just in the post. Denver unwilling to bring the double team there.
Yeah, Harold Hunt started all 25 games for South Dakota last year. Brad average just 7 per game. And again, that had a lot to do with who he was playing with. Stanley Amude, A.J. Plitzowite. So he certainly, you thought, was going to be one of the candidates to take over as one of the leading scorers on this team. You know, Todd Lee made no bones about it. He said, we're going to have to be a balanced offensive team. That's just who we're going to have to be. Well, Harold Hunt has been a bit more vocal in terms of how he's helping lead this team this year, but certainly much more aggressive offensively as well, and it's reflected in what he's done night in and night out for this team.
A lot's been expected of him. You see him come up with a big-time defensive play there, too.
He got that ball away from Tevin Smith, who hit the deck there. And he actually created the turnover to begin with, reaching in and knocking that ball away. Then Gatlin steps in his way. And so 2 fouls now on Gatlin. And that's 5 on the team for Denver. See a double. A lot of times those post touches are drawing doubles. Here's Goodrick. And his shot swatted away by Tevin Smith. He is very good at that. One of the tops in the Summer League in block shots.
Yeah, really anticipated that one well.
Henn can shoot it from outside, and he banks it home.
Oh, my. You know what's going in for you tonight, Denver, when you can knock in one that way. And the 3 ball, keeping the visitors in this game.
8 of 13 from outside so far tonight. Got much more aggressive on the defensive end as well. Archambault looking to answer, and he does. Well, it felt like the Coyotes really needed that.
No doubt about it. And they've had good looks. They just haven't gotten one to fall. Let's see if that can spark them.
Gatlin driving in on Harold Hunt. Cut off. Henn wants to try again. He did it again. Okay, that time he had to try it, right?
Yeah, exactly. I tell you what, though, Denver, it's just kind of become contagious through their team. They're shooting the ball with a lot of confidence here tonight. And South Dakota's got to get out and contest that harder.
Off the bench through contact there for Anderson. Slow start for him in this game, but he started to pick it up here since he came back on the floor after an early break in the first half. Here's Hunt. Picked up his dribble. Henn, 3 in a row. Not this time. Comes up short. Anderson has helped make up some of that by scoring 7 here tonight. Scored 14 in their win Monday at North Dakota, but you know they want to get number 3 back as soon as possible.
They miss Fuller out here defensively, too. I mean, he's 6'4", he's got some length. He
rebounds it really well,
exactly.
Too.
Yep.
In and out for Harold Hunt, and Tassels Cometeros somehow gets the tip to go.
Jay, that's his first points of the night. Now, again, only played 2 minutes in that first half with foul trouble and has been receiving a lot of double team attention in the low post this second half.
Certainly, if you're South Dakota, got to believe that tightening things up around the perimeter, big part of that last conversation in the timeout. Dynamo lost the handle there, and it's another turnover for Denver. How about the last trip down for South Dakota? Watch the tip in here from Comateros. Shot looked good coming off the hand for Pero Hunt. I mean, that had everything. Window all the way around the rim and fine drop.
Yeah, that's the kind of effort, though, they got to go. I mean, he plays with a lot of intensity and grit.
And a foul there is whistled on Beckham, and that'll be his second. Extended minutes for Giovanni Bickham. Excuse me, not Beckham. Bickham here to start the second half. A guy that came in under 8 minutes a game. Didn't see the floor at all in the first half.
Didn't.
But he's been a huge part of it. Probably a little something to do with Goodrick and the way he handled things against Denver in that first half, I would imagine. They're matched up inside.
Yeah, I think just trying to pick him in to try to help on the glass. And things have gotten better for Denver in that department here in the second half for sure.
Oliver pull-up jumper. Eric Oliver 9 points off the bench tonight for South Dakota.
And that's been huge because he's had some struggles here in some of the games. So when you're already shorthanded, you're down Xavier Fuller in your starting lineup. Todd Lee very glad to see that out of Oliver.
Rolls off the front for Porter, and now Pero Hunt back into the front court. To Anderson, blocking foul whistled on Bickham, and that'll be 3. 2 free throws coming up for Anderson.
Now, there hasn't been a lot of transition in this game, but South Dakota got out and ran this time. And I mean, that's the advantage of having Pero Hunt with being a terrific ball handler and the chief ball handler for your team, and also a great scorer as well, because teams really have to try to make sure that they're him stop transition.
Bring Tevin Smith back into the game for Denver. KJ Hunt will take a break. Again, Denver had that lead down to 2 a couple of different times.
Yep.
And South Dakota has stretched it back out to 9 here, 62-53 with 9:45 to go in the ball game. And we get tied up underneath. Second to go against Goodrick. It will, and that's his third.
Todd Lee's trying to make sure he can try to keep this squad on the floor, avoiding as much foul trouble as possible. Every time Goodrick just gets tangled up.
A little confusion there on who was staying and who was going. Tassos Comateros will head to the bench. So Goodrick will stay out there. And Zizic returns. He's got 3 fouls too, picked up all in the first half. Porter, that length of Zizic disrupted that shot a little bit. But now Porter's got it back, attacking Zizic. Bickham, offensive rebound. Shot clock didn't reset there.
Or it did, and it shouldn't have. I'm not sure if that shot hit the rim.
Didn't get rim, yeah. So it went back to 20, should not have. Reset it to 11 as Damani Hayes comes back into the lineup for South Dakota. Now Goodrick will head to the bench. Maybe after that last scrum underneath, Tommy decided, I'm going to get that guy out of it for a little bit with those 3 fouls.
Yeah. See if you can squeeze a few minutes maybe out of some reserves here before your next media timeout.
Well defended there by Boogie Anderson. Porter was trying to draw the foul. Pero Hunt on the run. Offensive board for Hayes. And a second chance here. Oliver on the deck. Keeps it alive, and South Dakota will settle it down with Pero Hunt.
There's been a lot of times there where this game is not pretty, but this team's trying to scrap, and I think the officials now are going to go back and look at shot clock again.
It was at 9. It's still at 9.
I'm not sure. Should it have reset after the fast break layup there by Pero Hunt? They're leaving it at 9 right now.
looks like that's where it's going to stay.
Well, 7-0 run right now for South Dakota here to get a little more breathing room back in this game for them.
Anderson, floater is good. Boy, Boogie Anderson back into double figures for the second straight game here.
He's so lethal with the ball in his hands when he's attacking off the dribble. I mean, that's his game.
Porter catch and shoot for three. He has not been able to get going tonight.
Yeah, Denver's starting to kind of come back to earth a little bit in the three-point department.
By back to earth, you mean back-to-back bank threes?
Exactly, yeah.
That was something, though, from Michael Henn. Part of that big run that helped get the Pioneers within two. But since that last time out, South Dakota has taken control. As you said, 9-0 run. Johnson got around the defense and lays it in.
One of the few breakdowns South Dakota's had where they've let someone get all the way to the basket. You won't see that much out of Todd Lee's teams. They're very disciplined defensively, usually great help side to prevent that.
16 for Johnson, a team high. For the Pioneers, they trail by 9. Zizic threads the needle in the early part of the second. Hayes knocks them both down.
Yeah, Todd Lee's had to get pretty creative with some of his lineups to protect guys. Good news for South Dakota right now, though. Nobody with 4 fouls yet.
Hunt had to double clutch that shot. He knew he was probably going to have a tough time getting it over Zizic, who's guarding him now. Here's Smith, spots up for 3, in and out. Last touch by Archambault.
Overall, South Dakota's done a pretty good job as a team limiting KJ Hunt and not letting him get, a lot of driving lanes, space to get to the rim, forcing him to give it up and let other guys take shots.
14 points for Hunt. 10 of those in the first half. Spots up the long 2, had his foot on the line.
No miscommunication though. That you could see if you do leave him open, he's going to make you pay.
And another foul whistled on Pickham, who has picked up 4 all in the second half here. I don't think has he left the floor since the start of the half?
He is now.
But
yeah, he's been out there for a lot of minutes. And I think a lot of it was just to try to help the rebounding situation, which, Denver got destroyed in the first half on the glass.
I'll tell you who it's helped on is Hunter Goodrick. He had 8 boards in the first half, just 1 here in the second. Zizic unable to hit the front end, though.
Yeah, that was a bad foul, really, for Denver. I mean, you put not a great foul shooter on the line for the front end of a 1-on-1, and it works out that time.
Zizic now 9 of 15 at the stripe on the season. Smith trying to get around baseline. Perro Hunt, though, cut him off.
It's really nice defense by Perro Hunt. I mean, he's on an island out here, and containing Smith, not easy to do.
Smith rises up, knocks down the jumper. Just 3 points tonight for Tevin Smith. Came in over 12 a game in Summit League play. Catch and shoot, Archambault.
He's really good when he can shoot it in rhythm like that right there.
Third Coyote into double figures. You got Perro Hunt with 19. Goodrick with 10 now. Archambault with 10. Fourth Coyote. Boogie Anderson, got to give him his credit. He's got 10 as well. Now back-to-back buckets for Smith.
Smith had 18 points in their last game against North Dakota State. He is a very capable scorer, even though he's a freshman. See him get it going.
Archambault drops it back. Here's Hayes. Double on Perro Hunt. Under 10 to shoot. Driving in, off the window. Rolls out for Perro Hunt. Look good.
Yeah, they've made life a lot more difficult for Perro Hunt here in this second half. He only has 4. I'll tell you, though, on this end for South Dakota, it's continuing to be about guarding that three-point line overall. That's what the key is.
I get that little reach on Archambault, and that's his 4th. Foul is on the floor as Kamateros and Goodrick come back onto the floor. Hayes and Zizic. They're going to leave Archambault out there right now with 4 fouls. 5:13 to play in the game.
Yeah, he's got to be smart here. And he's got to be smart on the offensive end, too. You don't want to pick up a 5th on that side of the ball.
Hunt directing traffic here.
And here's the hard part. Archambault's got to guard their best player.
And that's his 5th foul.
Yep, exactly.
So the gamble does not pay off, and Mason Archambault is done for the night. Certainly one of your better scores. Not available for the last 5 minutes of this game.
Well, the other thing, too, is a terrific free throw shooter. And so if this game comes down to situations where Denver's looking to foul, late to get it back in, it's so nice to have a guy like Archambault. Get him the ball, Jay. He's a 91%er, and you don't have that luxury anymore.
Hunt gets the first free throw. Hunt gets them both, and the lead back down to 5.
Denver, to their credit, I mean, they have not given up in this game. They were down big in the first half and hung in there.
Now, they play hard. There's no question about that. Again, double on the catch in the post there.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where.
Harold Hunt, nice finish with the left hand.
Well, that's the danger of the double team, because if you can throw out of it, especially get a kick across court, you've really forced the defense to have to scramble.
Denver wants to get it to Smith. They do, but he goes inside now to Hen. Too strong over Hunt. Goodrick. Defended it well.
Denver's almost quit trying for 3-point shots there after really the key to them getting themselves in this game in the second half.
They do have 10 in the game, 10 and 19. That matches their season high. Nowhere close, Kamateros, but Eric Oliver there to collect it underneath.
And it's the lead right now for South Dakota. Now, let's see. Does Denver continue to look to try to attack inside where they quite frankly haven't had a lot of success in the last few possessions, or do they look to open it up again to the 3-point arc here?
Hunt looking to get to the rim. Offensive board for Hen and the putback.
That's a great take by Hunt. Well-designed play out of the timeout. His drive freed up that backside board.
Again, Mason Archambault, you're just joining us. Fouled out of this game with 5:13 to go. Kamateros scores. Good time for his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, nice set to get him an easy one. And both coaches with some set plays out of the timeout that manufacture points for their team.
Hunt goes right back then at the line in conference play. 2 more here. He's got 21. Him and Cruz Pero Hunt each with 21 in this game. 7th time this year that Hunt has surpassed 20 points.
Yeah, he's got 3 of those in Summit League games. And Denver, a different look here, a 1-3-1 zone. Have not shown this tonight.
Anderson solves it, gets it off to Goodrick, but he has it knocked away.
Wow, looked like Goodrick had an easy one there, and he just lost his grip on it.
So Hunt shakes off the defender. Rebound, knocked out. Controlled by Goodrick. Up ahead, Boogie Anderson. Showtime coming, and a slam for Anderson. And catch and shoot for 3. Tried to quiet the crowd, can't do it. Another board for Goodrick, who's got his 2nd career double-double here tonight. Hunter Goodrick in the last 2 games, Brad, has had 29 rebounds, 18 Monday in the win at North Dakota, 11 so far tonight against Denver. Harold Hunt working shot clock himself, fading away. Offensive board for Goodrick. And a second chance again for the Coyotes, who can work some clock.
Yeah, that's a huge rebound. Of all of his...
He's on 5 of 9 shooting. He started 1 of 4, Brad, and has hit 4 of his last 5.
He's had a really nice second half. Did not have a nice pass, though, right there.
Gives it away, Denver. KJ Hunt in transition, lays it in. And the Pioneers are back within 5 at 74-69. Now some pressure, and hit 10 against North Dakota. Did it one other time this year. And they get into Perro Hunt. Denver can obviously still play this out. Just a 2-possession game.
That's exactly what they're going to try to do here. Now the key for Denver, got to limit the one shot.
And there's a foul whistle on Gatlin. That'll send Perro Hunt back to the free throw line. It's the 10th team foul on Denver, so now South Dakota gets 2 the rest of the way.
Here's the thing, is South Dakota, their guard spots especially, pretty good free throw shooters overall. Perro Hunt over 80% on the year here, so South Dakota will have a chance to kind of ice and put this game away if they can knock in their free throws.
That bank, Coyotes 13 of 18 at the line on the night. Denver 14 of 19. Both teams have done okay. As we said, Denver's gotten much better at the stripe in the second half as Perro Hunt knocks them both down, giving him 23 points on the ball games, 2 shy of his career high, which he set earlier this year against Tennessee State. There's KJ Hunt again as him and Perro Hunt continue to go back and forth. He's fouled now, Perro Hunt, by Tevin Smith, so he'll go back to the free throw line with a chance to match that career high here.
Wow, he's just had a terrific night. And I tell you, in the first half, when USD really opened up their 16-point lead, it was Perro Hunt that really sparked them offensively. I mean, he had a stretch where he was really unstoppable, and whether it was knocking in a 3 or driving to the rim, and now it's the free throw line where he's got a chance to put this game away.
A little sneaky, too, is, you know, he's 1 off tying his career high, but he's got 8 rebounds. That is a career high. He had 8 rebounds for Perro Hunt. Hunter Goodrick's been much louder about his 12.
A lot of them on the defensive end for South Dakota, and their team's done a really nice job defensive rebounding tonight.
Here's Hunt, who's had a huge second half. Johnson wanted another 3. That one won't go. Evan Smith tried to chase down the rebound. Now goes. And boy, how that can change things in a hurry. 1 week, you can go from 0-3 and searching to 3-3 and right in the thick of things.
Sure.
Meanwhile, South Dakota's women on the road tonight in Denver. They lead 53-6 at halftime over the Pioneers. And Johnson stepped to the baseline there. That'll be the 13th turnover of the night.
Just good team defense again by South Dakota, funneling the ball handler and just using that baseline to cause him to run out of real estate. See the career highs for Perro Hunt there, scoring and boarding. What a great night for the junior guard.
Question about it, 25 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers for Perro Hunt.
That's another good point. Wow.
And he's played 39 minutes.
Yeah.
No turnovers, 3 assists.
I don't think you can ask much more out of your point guard, your scoring point guard, than that.
Eric Oliver free throw line now. Double bonus, so he will get a second try. Commentator checks out. Lonnie Hayes back onto the floor.
Well, Mason Archambault fouled out of this game, but, you know, to Todd Lee's credit and his staff there on the bench, they were able to navigate the choppy waters of foul trouble in this game, especially at their post positions. I mean, they had a ton of foul trouble in that first half, and really for the most, being able to keep most of the guys on the floor here in this second half.
They did add 0.7 of a second to the game clock, now 23.9. And Oliver gets the second free throw to drop. So Oliver 10 points off the bench tonight for South Dakota as Hunt rises up. Jumper no good. Oliver will collect the rebound, and Denver will let this one go. Coyotes will dribble it out and secure their second straight win in the Summit.